So we continue with Hilchot Torah, and we arrived to I think it's the longest halacha in ever from what we learn. I don't the longest with explanation and everything. So I think we're going to do it in parts. It does not make sense to read all of it because it's too long. So we're going to read the introduction first, do the commentary, explanation, then go in case by case. Okay, so let's see. So now we're talking. We're talking on the ban of ostracism, right? Then and we said what scholar who can put whom on this ban, right? And we said a scholar can put another simple person. He does not need to go to court, and all of the students should abide by it and hold by it. They should hold by the ban. But the Nasi, the prince, the most important Jewish authority, so he's not obligated. Right? And we were discussing all of this combination: who is obligated, who is not obligated. Okay, okay. So now we're going into details. What is this ban, and what should we do, and who is getting under this ban, right? How to get in this blacklist, I would say, right? Not favorable list for sure. Okay, so let's see. Number 14. When does the above apply? When the ban was imposed because a person acted disrespectfully to a Torah scholar. However, a person who was placed under the ban of ostracism for another reason, for which such a ban may be declared, even if the ban was declared by a person of the lowest stature in Israel, the Nasi and all Jews are obligated to abide by the terms of the ban. This until he repents for the matter for which the ban was imposed, and the ban is lifted. Okay, so now we're going to expound. Until now, all of this discussion, as we can see from the topic, the Hilchot Torah, the laws of studying of Torah, it was only what concern teachers and students, and approaches, how we teach students, other topics, right? But now we said Rambam is going to explain the ban of. So far we explained only one ban that concern these Torah scholars, and it's all the variations who is obligated to hold by it, who is not obligated to hold by it, and we said from this city, from that city. But here it's very interesting. We said there are other reasons to be placed on a ban, and then everybody must abide by it, right? Everybody. So even as the lowest person, I guess maybe a slave or something. Slave, maybe not. So slave, I would say maybe Jewish slave, right? So he pronounced a ban against somebody else. So the whole nation should hold by it. Okay. So let's do this piece from the beginning with commentaries. So it says, when does above apply? Commentary. Leniency that frees certain people from abiding by requirements of the ban of the ostracism. So as we said before, it was based on who is obligated to honor who, right? For example, we said if a student announce a ban against somebody, against another student, let's say, for whatever, for a right reason, so the teacher is not obligated to abide by it. Okay, because he's not. I mean, in some sense, he's obligated to honor his student, as we learn in different halachah. Yeah, you have to be very polite, very cordial with the student, right? But he's not obligated to respect him, right? To that extent. When does the above apply? When the ban was imposed because of the persons acted disrespectfully to a Torah scholar. Disrespectfully, commentary. The Hagahot Maimonides notes that the ban can be imposed only because of disrespectful behavior. However, this punishment may not be administered for failing to honor the scholar. So meaning, if somebody did not get up, right, in the presence of the scholar, so the scholar was passing by, person did not want to get up, for whatever it is, he did not. So we cannot put him on ban. But if he like spoke bad about this scholar, or like insulting in public, yeah, that's a different story. So that's when we pronounce the ban. Okay, disrespectfully to Torah scholars. Commentary on scholar. Many commentaries have noted the difficulty in Rambam's words. This statement implies that there is a certain leniency with regard to the ban imposed on the embarrassment of Torah scholars. Certain leniency with regard to a ban imposed because of the embarrassment of a Torah scholar. Okay. However, the first of 24 reasons, the Rambam lists for imposing a ban of ostracism that must be absorbed by every Jew, disgracing a Torah scholar, implying that it is the most severe. Right, so we're going to go into the list of 24, and this is going to be the first one. Okay. Among the resolutions of the difficulty offered is that there is a difference between a ban imposed by a court according to Torah law and a ban issued by a scholar individually to protect his own honor. Right? So, okay. So we got it. Of course, we respect the Torah scholar, but when somebody is offended, and if he's not a very, very high level, so we cannot expect him to be objective 100%. But the court, yes. So that's what they explain is the difference. Okay, no problem. Continue. However, a person who was placed under the ban of ostracism for another reason, for such a ban may be declared, even if the ban was declared by a person of the lowest stature in Israel. The Nasi and all Jews are obligated to abide by the terms of the ban. Okay, right? Until, so all of these bans are conditional, right? Until he repents for the matter for which the ban was imposed. So commentary. Moed Katan, so Talmud 17a, relates that Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi made Soren declare a ban of ostracism on a person, and the entire Jewish people observed the ban for 3 days. So it's very interesting if you read the story, the Talmud of this maid servant of the Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi, the Rabbi. That's she was an amazing person. So I remember in one place. It's in Talmud Megillah, right? The Talmud Megillah. So the sages did not know the meaning of the words. So how did they learn the meaning of the words? Great sages, not the students, right? So they went to Rabbi's house. He was busy, and they asked the maidservant, and guess what? His maidservant knew the words that they came to ask Rabbi. She's a very interesting character. Okay. So we said he's put on ban until he repents for the matter for which the ban was imposed, and the ban is lifted. So the ban must be declared by a court. So we're going to see, and must be lifted also by a court. So meaning that they would need to verify that he actually rectified his behavior. Okay, so now we're going to go. I'm not going to read the whole list because it's too much. So we're going to go one by one and explain.